And the unison of the dancers was extraordinary. The energy was brilliant.
The ladies are incredibly dainty, and the men, they have, it's kind of like a storm, like when the thunder hits, it's sharp, but it's also delightful.
The male dancer, the male lead, is one of the most incredible dancers I have ever seen.
A lot of young people nowadays like to do things that are beneficial to society, and I feel like dancing in Shenyun and allowing people to experience Chinese culture through dance, I feel like what I'm doing right now is very meaningful. I was born in Shanghai, China, but I moved to America when I was 4. My parents always emphasized, don't forget your culture, your heritage. I enjoyed the Chinese dance a lot, and I picked up dancing really fast, so I just stuck with it. Chinese classical dance has its own unique set of techniques. It has its own set of dance movements that are completely different from other dances. Being a professional dancer is pretty tough. Most of the time we get up around 6:30 in the morning and we do what's called 早功, which translates to early practice session or something like that. And it's basically a physical endurance practice training session. And we alternate every day 100 sometimes tornado kicks or butterfly kicks. And then we run 4 laps around the lake, which is about 2.5 to 3 miles. Training is very tiring, and sometimes I might change shirts 3 or 4 times a day or even more. There's a lot of times where it's very hard, but then I guess it's the group effect. When everyone's doing it, everyone's putting in the effort, you just keep going. Yeah, besides dance, we like to play a lot of basketball. I grew up playing basketball, and whenever we see a basketball court, I always get really excited and find free time to go play. Yeah, I guess that's why when I started dancing, I picked up techniques really fast and I could jump really high. When I first started dancing, I was young. I liked to jump around and practice techniques, and I also learned techniques really fast. But later on, as I matured as a dancer, I learned that dance wasn't just about techniques, but mostly about how to dance and how to play your role, how to play a character, and about performing and using these techniques to make the dance into something spectacular. It emphasizes not just your outer figure, but also what's on the inside. You have to know about the character itself. I would have to search up information, see what kind of person this is, and a lot of it is thinking. Before I go to sleep, I would imagine myself dancing the dance and what kind of emotion I'm trying to express and what I'm trying to tell the audience. And when I go on stage, you just really have to put yourself into the shoes of that person, of that character. 壮士一去兮，无复还。
为民除害的英雄武松是个家喻户晓的人物。
But one day, the brave Wu Song appears. His strategy for battling the tiger was, well, unusual. Drink yourself silly, do the tipsy dance, take a nap.
Interesting strategy.
In a Shen show, last year I danced the character Wu Song. He's a famous character from a Chinese novel, The Water Margins. The book is very thick, which has a lot of stories, not just about Wu Song, but also other characters as well. But the story about Wu Song itself is very long. For our dance last year, it was a 5-6 minute dance, and I think the choreographer expressed everything very well. One of the best parts of the dance that I like is the drunken part, the drunken solo. Since I don't drink, it was pretty hard to learn, and through a lot of practice with the choreographer and just watching yourself in the mirror or recording yourself, seeing if the movements look awkward and what looks good. Dancing the same character for over 100 shows. After every time you dance, when you get off stage, you have to think what went well today, what felt awkward, and then you build upon it the next day and the next day after that, and every day is an improvement process. Yeah, I definitely enjoy dancing group dances more so than solo dance. With so many people on stage dancing with you, accompanying you, the feeling is completely different. There's so much energy.
It was fantastic.
On a 1 to 10, way above 100.
I have been to China. I've been to Beijing. I've been over there, but I've never been treated to this level of sophisticated entertainment.
I think this is the wonderful thing, is you can see what Chinese culture actually is. It isn't about the Chinese Communist Party, it isn't about the Cultural Revolution, it's about 5,000 years of history.
And I think the Chinese should be proud of their history and their culture and preserve it.
我觉得 very proud.
让我做中国人觉得非常荣幸。
这么多年来，中国文明的那种可贵的东西，我在今天这晚会当中我看到了，在中国大陆现在已经看不到了。
如果您能回到中国做的话，那是中国人民的福气。
I think one day in the very near future, we'll be able to go back to China to perform.